also wanted to bowl first. They said they have some good fast bowlers. That's why they wanted.
In the early morning, the pitch acts differently. So bowler can get so much advantages. So that's why bowling would be the best option for.
So, if I'm not wrong, I've just been informed that Mercantile Bank hasn't won a toss before this. Is the change in captaincy because of that?
No. My captain is injured right now.
Oh, so he's not going to play?
I'm not gonna play.
Oh, so the captain's missing.
He's not gonna play. He's injured. That's why I'm here for today.
Okay. So does that? How does the side look because he's injured?
We have a good team. We have a good, pretty much player. So they will recover everything. Inshallah.
And what do you think would be a good total on this pitch?
140 to 150.
140 to 150. All right. Wish you all the best.
Thank you.
So the news from the middle is that Mercantile Bank are going to bat first. Let's see how it pans out.
Hello and welcome to the match between Mercantile and Prime Bank. Currently the toss took place and both teams are ready. And Prime Bank, they've won the toss and they've decided to bowl first. This is the first of two games today at the ULAB cricket field. Generally a pitch that tends to favor the bowlers. The two batters, openers who are out, Mohammad Sheikh Sadi and also Minar Mojumdar there out in the middle. And Romeo, fast bowler, left arm, bowls it in a good line after a decent start here. You can see there's a tinge of green in the pitch, so it should suit the faster bowlers. This time can't find the gap, so 2 dot balls to begin the over. Bowling a nice channel outside the off stump. So Mercantile Bank being put into bat first. Early morning there might be some moisture and that could aid the faster bowlers. Again, 3 deliveries that have been on the money, not allowing the batters any room to really drive. It's great conditions for cricket. We're in mid-November and you're watching us live from the ULAB cricket ground. This time played on the offside, but still won't get any run. A very good opening over so far by Romeo. Mojumdar, Minar yet to get off the mark. Sadi with just a single from the first 3 deliveries. These are 5 ball over, so he's got 1 delivery left. So Romeo, can he finish it off with a good delivery? Yes, he can. There is an appeal. The umpire doesn't agree, though. That looked very close. Nonetheless, an excellent start here for Prime Bank. So the first over done, 1 without loss, Mercantile. In this tournament, bowlers can decide to bowl 2 overs in a row. After getting a good start with the ball, Romeo, he won't continue though. Seems like spin will come into the action. The 2 openers, they'll want to watch whatever early movement and purchase there is off the pitch for the bowlers. And in such a knockout match, if you're able to put a big total first, the pressure will be on the team that's chasing. So Nakib to come into bowl. Again, a good line maintained here by the faster bowlers of Prime Bank. Well, in commentary, it's me, Shanu Rabbani, and a very good morning to Shamannoy, who was there at the toss a while ago.
And gone! Gone! Cleaned him up! Did Nagib, picking up his 8th wicket in the Platinum Cup 2024 is Sheikh Nagib Mahfouz Shojib. Has the first laugh for Prime Bank. The captain, Sikdar Abul Hasim, winning the toss, decided to bowl first. He mentioned that they've got 3 very good fast bowlers. One of them opened the bowling, and the other one opens the account with a wicket. I think it's Sadi who has to make that long walk. Noor Muhammad Sheikh Sadi. He's gone. As we see the new batter coming in, it's Rana, Sohail Rana, number 69. One run, 1 wicket. And so far, as you mentioned, and I was also watching the pitch, it does have some moisture. It is a bit on the wetter side. And you can see the green tinge on it also. So it does provide some assistance for the bowlers, particularly early on in the innings.
We saw that last delivery, it kept a bit low. Shajib, he's maintaining that channel on off, middle and off, and I think that's a good line to bowl.
So just like to inform the viewers and make a rectification, beg your pardon, as we can see the jersey number 69 of Rana. It is, however, though, worn by a different person. So the new batter is Iqbal Parvez Khan, is known for hard hitting. So positive move from Mercantile, but good bounce, good share of bounce extracted by the Prime Bank Pacers.
Yeah, Shajib, he's if you look at his bowling action, it's more hit the deck. So this sort of bowling generally gets more out of the surface, and we're seeing one of these deliveries creeping a bit low. That might help the bowler. Again, A very good line maintained by Shajib so far in the over. No runs yet.
And how that is important, maintaining the line, particularly in this ULAP field. It's a very nice looking field, very green. The field setup, there's a backward point, there's a cover point, there's cover. But between that cover point and cover, comes down the wicket, inside part of the bat, will get another single. Off the mark is Iqbal Parvez Khan. Just as I was saying, in fact, that's a mid-off. Will end the over. Yes, it's 2 for 1, Mercantile Bank. But there was a gap between mid-off and cover point. So if you're just that bit outside the off stump, if you just give the batter some room, they can go for the cover drive and score some runs.
Yeah, it's about survival a bit for the time being for the Mercantile Bank batters. One way to play, as we saw in the last delivery, coming down the track, getting to the pitch of the bowling, not allowing for it to bounce and having to deal with variable bounce. Romeo, who bowled a very good first over, didn't get a wicket, just gave away the singular run. He's back into the attack. And you can see Iqbal Parvez Khan, he's on strike. He's eyeing the leg side boundary. It's more a packed offside field. Currently, it's been difficult going for the batters. Just the 2 runs in the first 2 overs. So we're seeing a packed offside field. There is a deep third as well. So the bowling from Romeo is generally going to have to be in middle and off. Cannot stray down leg. An excellent line here maintained by him. And overall the Prime Bank fast bowlers.
Just a hint of movement from Asif Tanzil Romeo. There's a fair bit of love given to that ball. Very, very smooth action he has, the left arm seamer. You mentioned the offside field. There's enough protection. The question is, does the right-hander batter take up the challenge?
Was there to perhaps be hit, but then the extra bounce being the difficulty here. And had he made some connection, there was the fielder at the deep third position. So Romeo so far bowling very well in accordance with his field.
There was a bit of lack of footwork from Iqbal Parvez Khan also. Bit of swing. Is there a bit of change of pace also, but along the middle and off stump line, making the batter think, yes, he rightly just twists the wrist and indicates that it was a slower perhaps.
Proving to be a very vital toss so far to have won, because these conditions should generally ease up as the day progresses. Oh, very close to chopping it on. Iqbal Parvez Khan, he's survived 7 deliveries, scored just the 1 run.
It's just the previous shot. It just gave a feeling that he's trying to hit it too hard. Again, not going to the pitch of the ball and trying to hit it too hard. I know we understand that it is a smaller field, but maybe if he goes to the pitch of the ball and just times it, he will get some runs. This time he plays it late, waits for it, straight to the fielder. They've risked a run and they've got a run.
Yeah, nothing crossing that packed offside field though. And it's a very, very good ploy by the Prime Bank team. Their captain and obviously the bowlers are following through. 3 overs done. Mercantile 3 for 1.
Take a
Shajib to continue. He's the one who got the wicket. He's bowling more into the pitch and aiming at the stumps. Sheikh Nagib Mahfuz Shajib. Again, this time the ball creeps a bit low. A direct hit might have had one of the batters in trouble, but nonetheless, it's another single. Yet to really play the big shots, the two batters.
I think direct hit would have been gone. He was struggling for sure. Was Iqbal Parvez Khan. At least he's off the mark. Majumdar Minar has faced two deliveries off the back foot. Now he's attacking the stumps. Is Shajib, that angle in. And it's the first time, this is the fourth over, where we're noticing bounce on the lower side.
In fact, that's how he got the first wicket as well. It was a ball that crept just a bit low and deceived the batter. So playing with your front foot coming forward, I think, is the way. And you can see signs of frustration. Majumdar Minar, a bit of an ugly hoik at that, standing his ground, not really showing much footwork.
You mentioned, using the front foot. He moved it away, but was trying to play it on the offside. He's got some style though. Wearing glasses inside the helmet, if I'm not wrong. Minar Majumdar. This time straight to the bowler. Throw back in, hits the batter's foot. Apology offered straight away by the bowler. Otherwise, it would have hit the stumps. Walks up, shake of hands. Sportsmanship. Revived. Never really died though.
Yeah, and from what we've seen of Nagib in this tournament, he's one of those very hard-working characters. Nagib likes to get fired up a bit before he comes on to bowl, but generally a very nice and approachable person. Again, the extra bounce this time, causing the batter some trouble. Not easy conditions, has to be said. Another very good over by Prime Bank. It's 4 for 1 after 4.
Sun beating down this November morning. We're here in the University of Liberal Arts, Bangladesh cricket ground. Bowl final of the Platinum Cup 2024 Bankers Trophy between Mercantile Bank and Prime Bank. Prime Bank captain Shikdar Abul Hashim Konkon won the toss, decided to have a field. Proved right as Nagib Mahfuz Shajib has given them the first breakthrough. Seems after 4 overs, there's going to be a change in bowling though. Ashrafuz Zaman, wearing jersey number 17, is going to come and bowl. I think he's the taller and pacier of the lot. Getting runs, scoring runs hasn't really not been that easy for Mercantile Bank. Well, they can, disturb the rhythm of the seam bowlers. And with the sun beating down in this ULAP field, will help, take the moisture away. Ashraf Zaman to begin his over. Around the off stump line, plays straight away. Requests for a new bat. Does Noor Mohammad, beg your pardon, Iqbal Parvez Khan. Noor Mohammad Sheikh Sadi is already back in the hut. So he's requesting for a different bat. Another player just running in with 2 options for him. He's wearing the jersey of Siam Mahmood, who is their regular captain. However, Shanur, you had a chat with him. is injured. Have you got some insight on that?
Yeah, unfortunately, 8-9 days ago, he said he injured his arm. He fractured it during practice. Unfortunate, but this time it's played over the top, and finally, we see a big hit. The first 6 of the innings, and that's off the bat of Iqbal Parvez Khan. Change of bat and change of fortune for Parvez.
Spot on. Spot on with the request for the bat change. Mercantile Bank would hope that it's not a one-hit wonder, like many bands and artists have been over the years. First ball went for a 6 after the bat change. Here's the next one. Bit of change in pace also. Played it late, waited for it. Again, shadowing that pull shot. Played it well, connected it really well. Was a clean hit.
Yeah, you look at Ashraf's height. He's the tallest of the 3 fast bowlers. So it's not generally easy facing the 3 when you face them in tandem. But he's probably the slowest of the lot. Again, this time it keeps slow, but very well fielded at short third. It will just be a single.
Good running between the wickets. Oh, interesting that you mentioned that he actually could be slowest of the lot. Of course, we don't have a speed gun, but initially, just had a feeling that would he offer more pace? Ashraf Zaman, but at least Mercantile Bank batters are taking a liking. Iqbal Parvez did. Mojumdar Min are on strike now. Goes for it. Not to the pitch of the ball. Miss. Ends the over. It's Mercantile Bank batting 11 for 1.
In the last delivery, Ashraf, he bowled it into the pitch a lot harder than he usually does. You see his wrist action, it's generally a bit like a spinner where he's just trying to float the ball onto the surface, not trying to extract extra bounce. There will be one more over of power play. The first 6 overs. This is the final over. And might we see some spin? It remains to be seen. So Sheikh Riaz Ahmed, jersey number 9. Usually when we see the jersey number 9 in football, we associate it with strikers. And it'll be more pace for Prime Bank. Let's see if he can strike and get a few wickets, because the pressure is building. Mercantile Bank, they've gotten the ones. Other than that, it's just been singles and not too many big shots. That 6 came in the last over though, and came off the bat of the non-striker Iqbal Parvez Khan. Mojumdar Min are yet to get off the strike. Will he finally get his first run? Well, still there. Projected score saying 42.
Riaz did extract some movement off the deck. The first delivery he just bowled. Length delivery outside the off-stump corridor. Seemed to have come back in. Not sure if it was a cutter though, but the grip wide. But the grip he's holding seems like that, he might be bowling cutters, even though this one did not come back in.
Perhaps taking a more defensive option here, Riaz. Trying to bowl away from the batter Iqbal Parvez Khan, because in the last over we saw if it's towards his body and if it's a bit short, he can pull very well. This time it's played on the offside. And it will be another boundary. The first 4 of the innings. And off the bat of Iqbal Parvez Khan.
He hit the first 6 of the innings of the day and adds on his tally with a 4 on this occasion. Hit the 6 by hitting a pull on a shorter delivery. This one was a fuller one and hoiked it away over deep extra cover. For 4, his delivery was outside the off stump, offering plenty of room, and he was not hesitant at all to go aerial. Got the results, counting the fielders. Seems to be in his zone. Oh, inside movement, appeal. Appeal from the bowler and behind the stumps also. Umpire doesn't seem to be interested. On screen, umpire Salman says he thinks it's not out. The wicketkeeper can't believe it.
Yeah, Imtiaz, the wicketkeeper, he did appeal. All of the fielders still contemplating how this wasn't given out. Difficult to tell with the naked eye if there was a nick there or not. Riaz, though, after being hit for a boundary, a good comeback delivery by him, mixing it up, trying to cramp the batter for room. I think if you're gonna bowl at Parvez, this is more the way to go. The replay suggests that it was very close to the glove. Perhaps a brush off the thumb, who knows? But Riaz continues. Cut away, but straight to the cover point fielder. Will be 1 run. This will be a 6-ball over because of the wide bowled. 6 runs off it so far.
You just need to remind the viewers that it is a special tournament with special rules. The Platinum Cup 2024 has 5 ball overs. He's coming to bowl the 6th. He thought, okay, might as well go back to the run-up and come in again. Leo Entertainment bringing you the Platinum Cup 2024 Bankers Trophy, the final, the bowl category. Full, outside the off stump. There is long on. Fielder throws it back, allows 1 more run. So we'll end another over. And just to remind you that it is a 100-ball tournament. How so? It has 5 ball overs. So make it 20 overs, each bowling 5 balls, equals to 100 balls. Simple maths on a Friday morning. But good to see you, Shanur, on a Friday morning. The sun beating down. Even though some of us might just have preferred, but when it comes to preferred otherwise, but when it comes to cricket, we can't help ourselves, can we?
Absolutely, for the love of the game. And speaking of numbers, it took Mojumdar Minar 8 deliveries to get off the mark. That's almost 2 overs he's taken to finally get that single. Now let's see if he can kick into gear. Iqbal Parvez Khan, we've seen 2 boundaries off his bat, a 6 and a 4. He's on 15 off 17. Ashrafuz Zaman, he will continue. So pace throughout the innings so far. 6 overs done, power play done, and pace will continue. Usually we see after the power play over spin to come into the attack, but not in this occasion. Oh, what a delivery! Mojumdar Minar, after taking 8 deliveries to get that 1 run, He's bowled with a fuller delivery that was swinging in. And Ashrafuz Zaman, he gets his team the breakthrough.
Yeah, he gets the second wicket. Here it is for you guys. Full delivery, angled in, hit the leg stump. Came in with the angle. He just stood and played the shot. Gone through the gate. Is Minar Mojumdar as the new batter walks in. It's Habib, the new batter. Mohammad Habib Rahman, wearing number 75. He did not get his gloves on. Maybe he was not expecting this wicket to fall at this moment.
That could be the case. Nonetheless, he has to face the music. Ashraf Zaman. A ball that swung in and then hit the deck and swung in even more to get rid of Minar Mojumdar. Habib, we've seen some explosive innings from him in the tournament so far. And it'll be a left-right combination between the two, Iqbal Parvez Khan and Habib. For a bowler like Ashrafuz Zaman, who has that height advantage, if he can continue to bowl deliveries like that, he may be near unplayable. Keep in mind, we're into the 7th over and conditions still somewhat assisting the faster bowlers. We were talking about Habib's batting. Very close to the outside edge. Using his height very well here.
It didn't carry all the way to the wicketkeeper either. The reaction suggested, I think both the bowler and the wicketkeeper thought that there was perhaps an outside edge from the new batter, Habib Rahman. Left-handed batter on crease, ready. Oh, playing a miss yet again. Back-to-back occasions, Ashrafuz Zaman beating the outside edge of the batter. The first one got him a wicket and then 2 dots. He's having a super over.
Yeah, it's been fantastic, and it's a bit difficult for the wicketkeeper Imtiaz as well. He's having to deal with all sorts of bounce off the surface. He's done a good job so far. Took a blow to his hand, but seems to be fine. Now, that's up and over, and will go for a boundary. We spoke about Habib being explosive with the bat. Anything that's wide, he will attack it, and that's his first 4.
Yeah, he went hard at it. As they say, you flash hard. More of a samurai shot through, just beating that fielder for pace at deep third. It's hit right from the off stump. Full. He's frustrated. Is Habib. You can see the frustration on the screen. He feels that he missed out.
Yeah, but if he looks back at it, he might think otherwise, because that swung in late. And it's just that little bit of swing that really caused the difference between playing it, hitting it hard, and completely missing it. So another over comes to an end. 8 overs done. And we might finally see some spin into the attack. Let's see. No, it looks like it'll be more seam, more fast bowling.
Captain has taken his hat off and said, "Give me the ball." Konkon, Shikdar Abul Hashim. He's come on to bowl. He does have the ability to swing the ball both ways. Might leave the batter thinking. Has a tentatively shorter run up. Side the off. Taken on the full. Straight to the fielder in the deep. Or of a long off. But both the batters in the middle. On screen. HR. I'm not sure if he's from the HR department of Mercantile Bank. But the initials are on his back. Seemed frustrated, but Iqbal Parvez Khan, so far, so good for him. He's connected the ball well for Mercantile. Let's see out another delivery from Prime Bank skipper. On the pads, outside the leg. Just an isolate incident of an appeal from someone enthusiastic on the field.
I'd say he missed out on this occasion. It was probably there to be hit. The captain coming into bowls medium fast, you could say. So it's the sort of pace that the batters would enjoy a bit more than the opening bowlers. Iqbal Parvez Khan back into the strike. He's had to wait a while. Oh, that's way down the leg and will run away for 5 wides. It's the left-right combination that's proving to be a bit of a disturbance for the bowler, I feel.
I think, he probably heard you. Yeah, wayward, very wayward. The angle, he lost his way probably on the run-up, but I also think he might have heard you and tried to just generate a bit more pace, and in doing so, ended up losing control. Gifting 5 runs to Mercantile Bank. Full. Hit straight in the air. And that one has wings on it. Goes all the way for a maximum. Yeah, that's hit very well by Iqbal Parvez Khan.
Yeah, it was in the slot to be hit and just played it with brute force. Not ready on this occasion. It's been an expensive over so far. Still 2 more deliveries left in this over unless he bowls another wide or no ball. Oh, that's full once again, played on the leg side, and that'll be another boundary. Erring in line, but the batter's making hay. A 6 and now a 4.
On both occasions, the bowler has been guilty of overpitching. Hit the 6 straight. This one more towards the square leg region. They've taken advantage of the full deliveries. Iqbal Parvez Khan looking good. 26 of 20, the batter. Disturbed by something, but respected by the bowler also. So it's finally been a good over for the guys in red and black. Our Mercantile Bank still has 2 fielders square of the wicket on the offside and a deep third. So he should. I think he might just have been a little bit fortunate that wasn't called a wide. Ends the over. Good one for Mercantile. They're 39 for 2.
In the most expensive over in the innings 16 runs coming from it. Projected score increasing now to 98. So done with 8 overs, and finally some momentum for the batting side. Mercantile Bank, having lost the toss and being put into bat first. It's not been easy scoring runs. In the last over, they finally found some good deliveries to hit. And I felt like there was a bit of a ploy by the batters as well to stop the bowler from bowling fast. And by fast, I mean trying to get through his over quickly. Twice during his run-up, he was stopped. It's all about trying to mess up your rhythm. And if that happens, then you can reap the rewards. And on this occasion, we can see a late field change happening. The deep fine leg, in fact, coming in, and there is a long on in position. Long on and long off. And it's played along nicely. The long off cannot stop that. Habib gets his second boundary.
Yeah, well connected. So again, overpitched. This time by a different bowler. Riaz though holds the pose. Does Habibur Rahman. And the Prime Bank captain placed himself at long off. He was just showing the shot, you know, if he plays through, goes through and plays through long off. He goes again. Just in the follow through opens the face of the bat, and hence it ran through point towards deep point. Will get him a single and put Iqbal Parvez Khan back on strike. This partnership, you know, clearly clicking for Mercantile Bank.
Yeah, one of their strengths is they bat pretty well down the order. They've got depth, and I think they can look to play more freely now that the initial phase of dealing with the faster bowlers and the moisture is gone. And the slightly slower bowlers are into the attack. Just a single. There was plenty of talk from the wicketkeeper. He wanted to stop the batters from taking that single, but it was always on. 6 runs off the over so far. Projected score now 105, so the run rate just a bit higher than the number of deliveries bowled. 43 deliveries bowled, 45 runs scored by Mercantile. Riaz looking to make some late adjustments in the field, and now it's a bit of a cat and mouse game. He's making the batter wait on this occasion. That's too wide. We'll have to bowl it again. And you saw Habib's stance. He was ready to play it and then decided against it. It was so wide.
Perhaps hit those, you know, crusts of the out of the pitch. Went the other way. Too wide. Bits and parts just coming off. The boots of the bowlers round the wicket. Angled in. This time on the money. Nicely played for a single also.
Yeah, Riaz has been slightly expensive so far. 15 without taking a wicket. And we've seen no spin yet. We're almost halfway through the overs. Iqbal Parvez Khan back into the attack. Back on strike. And he can attack. Straight down the ground. Beautiful looking shot. That's the second boundary this over. And with that, after 9 overs, the 50 comes up for Mercantile Bank, 51 for 2.
Yeah, went across. He knows the ploy that they're trying to bowl outside the off stump. but has forced the bowler to bowl it wider, created room for himself, and then hit it straight in the safe zone. Hit hard for 4. Is a strong fellow. And we could see that in the way he was playing his shots with sheer strength. Seems as if he's got a back issue. So the physio just ran in and some application of the magic spray on his back. Iqbal Parvez Khan has been doing good. The sun is on, which means it's going to be a good time to hydrate, as the batters are doing on the screen. We're also going to take a short drinks break. We'll be back.
থ্যাংক ইউ।
এটাই তো, এটা খুলে দিতে হবে।
হ্যাঁ,
এটাই তো দেব ভাই।
এটা দেবে?
এটা এটা
completely beaten by the flight and perhaps lack of bounce on that occasion. Looking at his non-striker Parvez as if to tell him, how did that happen? Again, there is a stymied appeal by the bowler for stumping that, but that was very close to the off stump. He's off to a good start, Rajib. Oh, a bit of a misfield there. More runs added, 2 more in fact. And Parvez, the non-striker, appreciates the running between the wickets on that occasion by Habib. 3 deliveries bowled in this over, 2 runs, 1 because of an overthrow. Oh, again, beautifully flighted, making the batter reach for it. That's excellent bowling. And we've seen on 3 occasions now from the first 4 deliveries where the batter has tried to reach a flighted delivery but has been beaten in the flight. Rajib bowling beautifully. Can he finish off strong? The last ball of the 10th over. Oh, there is an appeal, but definitely that was way outside. That's what the umpire tells Rajib. So just the 2 runs from his first over. And after 10, it's 53 for 2, Mercantile Bank.
Spin finally into the attack and bowled a very tidy over. Appeal initially from the bowler. Just 2 runs in that over, but initially appeal from the wicketkeeper Imtiaz, then the bowler that got him interested in it, and then Imtiaz said, it's okay, my bad perhaps. The gesture showed. Both the batters taking the luxury of wearing caps instead of the helmets as the spinner was introduced, but the captain brings himself on. Speaking of the Prime Bank captain, Konkon. Well, the last over he bowled happened to be a good one for Mercantile Bank. It cost 16 runs to Prime Bank, but Habib Rahman and the batter on strike took a liking to that over. Iqbal Parvez Khan, 31 of 23. Konkon to Iqbal, full outside the off, hits it from the inside part of the bat straight to the fielder at mid wicket, and frustration from Iqbal Parvez Khan. He was looking good, he isn't happy, goes back, exchange of bats. Habib wanted it, and outcry yet again. Here's the wicket.
Yeah, he made that slight shuffle across, took an off-stump guard, wanted to target the leg side deep mid-wicket region, but unfortunately hit it straight to the fielder at mid-wicket. And he's frustrated with himself because he knew that that ball could have gone for a boundary. The bowler was there to be hit for runs, and that's why he's so frustrated with himself. He was set, and after conceding 16 runs in his first over, the captain Konkon, he comes back into the attack and gets the breakthrough. Mercantile Bank, they're 3 down for 53. Habib's still there, but now they'll have to build another partnership. if they are to put on a respectable total. Given the pitch and conditions, you feel something around 130, 140 might prove very difficult to chase. Depending on how conditions evolve and whether they become more batting friendly or not, or whether the pitch shows some wear and tear as the day progresses. But so far, a good start to second over by Konkon. That's a full toss, a friendly full toss to get Siam Mahmood off the mark and Habib back on strike.
A good comeback from the Prime Bank captain, Konkon. On a wicket, first delivery of this over. New batter Siam's already off the mark. Habib, lefty on strike. Plays it with a straight bat, straight to that fielder. In the covers, Isti just picking up and throwing it back.
Immediately you see Habib playing a more defensive shot, having lost his partner Parvez earlier in the over. And that ball he would have looked to attack had it not been for that wicket. Again, checks his shot, gets a run, but you could see early on he was eyeing that leg side and then decided against it. 4 deliveries so far in this over, just the 2 runs. A great comeback by the Prime Bank captain Konkon.
You rightly pointed out, Shanur. I think especially the deliveries section goes on to show that just a bit more than the halfway mark was fully played by the new batter. Will end the very good over bowled by Konkon. It's 2 runs and a must-needed wicket in this one. Mercantile Bank are 55 for 3.
Yeah, Shamunna, 11 overs are done and they're going at exactly a run a ball. The situation showed signs of improving when Parvez was batting with Habib, but again in the last over, Prime Bank getting that breakthrough, and a vital one taken by the captain. And he was the bowler they were looking to attack. And immediately you see that after a wicket falls, the body language changes. And I personally feel there were hittable deliveries in the last over, but they simply didn't want to take the risk because it's a must-win match. You want to keep wickets in hand and then score as many runs towards the end. Spin back into the attack. We haven't seen a single bowler bowl 2 overs in a row, which they can do. So from Prime Bank's perspective, they've also been slightly conservative with how they've approached this, especially with the fast bowlers bowling perhaps. This time it's in the air and 1 bounce, it goes to the boundary. A good start to the over. Habib finally finding the right delivery to hit. He curbed this natural instinct of attacking in the last over, and it was very close to being a 6 in fact. Just landed in front.
Left arm bowler greeted with a boundary. Full again. Played it nicely. Back-to-back boundaries for HR. The previous one was hit straight. It's close to a 6 this time. Along the ground. To the covers for 4.
If we know the abbreviation for HR, human resources, and for now Habib is being resourceful, showing his vast array of stroke play. Generally likes to play on the offside, played one on the leg side this over as well. 2 boundaries for Habib off the bowling of Rajib. Again, a bit of premeditation. He actually just wanted to take a single on this occasion. Didn't want to attack that delivery.
It was quicker from Rajiv. Just get a feeling that he knew that it's going to be a quicker one after being hit for 2 boundaries. Already 8 of this over, 2 more balls to go. Outside the off stump. He dragged it from there, straight to the fielder at mid wicket.
And so after the 2 boundaries, 2 dot balls to follow that. So as a result, it's still a decent over so far. Can't concede the 3rd boundary, Rajiv. And he doesn't, but Habib very intelligently wants to continue hogging the strike, and it's a single off the final ball. 12 overs gone, 63 for 3, Mercantile Bank.
ভালো খেলছেন Well, Habib Rahman taking the baton on. Taking the baton on from Iqbal Parvez Khan. The captain will continue for Prime Bank. Got success in the previous over he bowled. Full Yorker right in the block hole, well dug out. And a quick single taken by the Mercantile batters.
Yeah, Siam and Habib, they want to build a partnership now. Siam back on strike, faced the 2 deliveries, scored 1. And the captain very wisely doing a job in the middle overs. This is his 3rd over, conceding 19 runs. Oh, very wide. Has to bowl that again. 16 of those came in his first over. The second one brought about a wicket, so he's probably thinking that if I can get 1 more, if I can get the wicket of Habib, then the score will look much better for Prime Bank. As far as they're concerned, they might have to chase something around 100 or even under it.
Straight, full. Was that a catch? Off the fingers. Must have stung a bit. Yeah, still watching it. It is his bowling arm. Walking back to the run-up. Experienced fella. Is the Prime Bank captain. Shikdar Abul Hashim. Left-handed Habib Rahman on strike. Bit of a yes and no. Single not there. Sent back.
In fact, that's what I was worried about more than the catch, which wouldn't have been a catch in the first place. It was bumped, but it's his bowling fingers, a few fingers in that bowling arm that got struck viciously, because Siam Mahmood, he did clobber it. Habib so far batting very intelligently. Let's see if he can continue. Now that's lofted. It's not been hit with enough power. There are 2 fielders converging and eventually it's dropped. That's an opportunity for sure. The long off and the extra cover fielder, they were almost converging into one another, and eventually Habib survives. He takes 2 runs, so retains strike as well. Very intelligent by him, despite not getting the ball where he would have wanted it.
The importance of the basics. lack of calling in the middle. Senaul Islam was also converging. One of the fielders converging in. It was the other fielder at the deep committed himself. Rakib Hassan. But might have been a bit distracted also. So it went quite square to how he sliced it in his follow through, did Habib. He is the set batter in, so it's an important wicket to miss out on. 25 of 23. Follows the batter. Doesn't allow room. No, Shikdar Abul Hashim. Konkon bowls another over out. End of the over. 65 of the 100 deliveries have been bowled, and Mercantile Bank are 70 for 3.
So, yes, 13 overs done. You're mentioning, Chomonoy, that it's 70 for 3. And it's a good opportunity for Mercantile Bank to really get a move on from here. If they can keep these wickets in hand, especially Habib. He's the key batter. Romeo back into the attack, and Habib is having a look at the field. This should be an interesting battle. And immediately takes the aerial route, finds the gap, and it goes all the way for another boundary. The left arm bowler versus the left-handed batter should be a very good contest.
Yeah, full. And a lot of room on offer. Was not afraid to throw the bat at it, and had enough underneath. Right before the delivery was bowled, he was just checking out the offside field. Now the deep point just moves a bit squarer. Keeps the gap on the offside. Played it late, straight to backward point. No runs available there.
I feel like he could have gone for a single, but he showed plenty of frustration as soon as he hit it. He was looking for that boundary. He premeditated once again. He was thinking of playing it a lot down the wicket, a lot along the V, and then he played it early. Good change of pace by Romeo. Good change of line and length as well. Seeing Habib premeditating, looking for room on the offside. That's a good comeback by the bowler.
Yeah, interesting battle brewing, because the way he takes his stance, does Habib Rahman, it's an open stance. We can see both the feet, even from behind. So he likes playing it on the offside, hits it straight to the fielder. Gas taken on this occasion. And Romeo comes back and takes his first. And it's an important wicket of the set. Habib Rahman was showing it to Siam that it hit the toe end of the bat. He goes for 30. Here's the wicket.
He was again premeditating, looking to just hoik it on the mid-wicket region, and it went a lot straighter than he would have liked. Straight to the fielder at long on, and a very, very important wicket taken by Romeo. Just when you feel Mercantile Bank, they might get some momentum and build towards a very good total, Prime Bank comes back with another wicket. And now the onus is going to be on Siam. With two new batters at the crease, Siam's been there for just 3 deliveries. Nazrul Islam Shujan, the new batter, yet to face a ball.
So I was just about to say that Habib likes it, likes to play it on the offside. It showed in his game. He had room on offer every time he hit those boundaries, and this delivery was full and within the stump, straight to him, where he sort of mistimed it. Length was pretty much the same, was there to hit. Shujon is the new batter in. They've managed to take wickets at regular intervals. Prime Bank. Romeo's looked good. Oh, that wasn't too far away from the pads. But they're all of a sudden, they're chirping. The volume's up from the men in blue. Prime Bank. Another over done with. 75 for 4.
Shamanaya, a person with the name Romeo is meant to look good on this occasion with his bowling action as well, and the way he's really read the batter. It's been very nice to watch. And before the previous over began, I was expecting a very interesting contest between the left-arm bowler and the left-handed batter. That proved to be the case. It started off with a boundary, and then eventually the bowler had the last laugh.
Surely, if you're bowling like this, surely impress the Juliet. Whoever that may be, with all due respect. Siam and Nozul Islam Shujon, 2 new batters in for Mercantile. And Prime Bank captain, the Dirios, oh, playing a miss. Just past the outside edge. Now, Prime Bank, they do have a cricketing background, some cricketing heritage. They do run a club in the Premier League, Prime Bank Cricket Club. And the captain here, Konkon, is the team manager of that team, the Premier League team. Oh, again playing a miss, but he seems to be in a different rhythm now. The Prime Bank captain has heaps of experience of how to go about the business on the field. And as you already mentioned quite rightly, that the middle overs and even the bowling change, he's changed ends for himself, brought Romeo on in the previous over and got a wicket. Oh! Appeal, a bit late, but the finger has been raised. Just have a feeling the batter is quite unhappy with the decision. I think he claims that he did not nick it, but the finger has pointed upwards.
Yeah, let's see if the replay provides us with a bit more clarity, and he might feel a little aggrieved. There seemed to be some daylight between bat and ball, but the previous delivery he missed, and there was a small sound and nobody appealed. We heard something from all the way here in the comm box. So he can consider himself a bit unlucky on this occasion, but a bit lucky on the previous delivery as well. And Chamana, you spoke about managing how Konkon has done. He manages the Prime Bank team. He's managed his bowlers well and also managed his bowling very well, because he's probably thinking that I've got more express pace bowlers who can finish their quota of 4 overs, but let me go through my overs quickly. Let me give them a bit of rest so that they can come back and finish the lower middle order. Saqib Rana, the new batter in Konkon. Let's see how he finishes. It's a bit too wide. We'll have to bowl that again. For a bowler who gave away the most expensive over in the match, he's bowled 3 very good overs afterwards, taking 2 wickets. His first over went for 16 runs. The next 3 so far, the next 2.5 have gone for just 8 runs, and he's taken 2 wickets. And not for the first time, we're seeing this same person, Concon, running up and then having to stop midway through. The batter wasn't ready. On this occasion, though, there were a few people walking across the side screen. So he has to bowl that again. And might have to bowl that again because it's another wide. So it's turning into a long over. 5 deliveries, but only 3 of them legal. So the last 2 he'll have to bowl again, and projected score, it's saying 105. Slightly below par. They'll look for something around 120, 130. When all is said and done, 5 more overs after this. Down the leg. There's a bit of a misfield, but won't be more than a single. The fielding from Prime Bank has been a mixed bag. We've seen some good bits of fielding. There has been a dropped catch as well. There have been good catches taken, but overall they've let the bowlers do the talking. The bowlers have dominated most phases of play, and especially the important ones early on in the innings. They took wickets, used the conditions. Now it's up in the air. There is a fielder coming underneath, and the catch is taken. An excellent catch. Nagib takes the wicket, and it's the 3rd one for their captain Concon, Siam Mahmood. After scoring 2 runs, he has to walk back. That's 2 wickets in this over. And Mercantile Bank stuttering, losing their 6th wicket.
Outside the off stump. Again, did not go to the pitch of the ball. Yes, the bat was underneath it, but it turned in his hand. Which means he did not time it well. Went high up, but not enough momentum behind it. But it was a good job done by Nagib in the outfield, keeping his calm and composure. Good balance, and holds it. Exchange of bat and gloves. Sohail Rana is the new batter in, even though the jersey says otherwise. Don't bother. Well, I don't think, Concon would mind a few people just taking a stroll in the park and him being interrupted, as long as he keeps on getting wickets. And he's done with his quota. So play would resume from the other end. 78 for 6, our Mercantile Bank. 15 overs done with. Mercantile Bank coming in with a change in captaincy, as their skipper has been injured in the practice session. Now Hussain Shahriar Rahi, standing skipper, he mentioned during the toss that they would like somewhere around 130, 140, and he's been mentioning it. Shanur, that what would be the past score, but with 78 for 6, I think like 110, 115, you just want to get to that mark because you don't have much wickets in hand. You want to play out the full overs and give the bowlers something to defend.
And Rajiv is back into the attack. We've seen how he used the conditions very well early on, using the variable bounce that the pitch has to offer. Then against the lower middle order, he should enjoy this. Again, Rana beaten for pace. Both the Ranas batting right now, Sohail Rana and Saqib Rana, and on that occasion it was Saqib who really didn't get to the line of the delivery.
Yeah, likes to hit the deck hard. Does Nagib Mahfouz Shochib. There it is. Inside the off-stump room. Well played. And races away to the far boundary. He opens his account with 4 runs.
Yeah, much needed. There was width on offer. And just enough width, and he found the gap as well. So a deft touch, not much power needed on this occasion, and the outfield is lightning quick. So he'll have to alter his line and length just a bit, Nagib, and he does so accordingly. Again, you can see Saqib, this time he's looking to play it over the top, over the bowler's head, misses the ball completely.
It just goes on to show that, perhaps not watching the ball till late was the previous delivery that he hit for 4. He had to reach out for it. He stretched out. I think had a lack of pace, so it allowed him to reach out. Keeper assisting with the field. His point, there's backward point. It's also a deep third. There's a bit of protection in that region. Played with soft hands towards cover and quickly ran.
Yeah, 5 runs off the over so far. 1 delivery left. And Sohail Rana, he'll have to face the final delivery. Run rate just a bit over 5. Well bowled. A good comeback to the over. A dot ball to finish things off. 83 for 6, Mercantile Bank.
It is the bowl final of the Platinum Cup 2024 Bankers Trophy. Mercantile Bank taking on Prime Bank. Prime Bank winning the toss, deciding to field first, inviting Mercantile to bat. They're 83 for 6 after 16 overs. Ashrafuzzaman back into the attack. Shojib in the air, calls himself of his own bowling and comes back and takes a wicket. 7th one falls for Mercantile.
There we see once again, not much control. The bowler getting his 2nd wicket. Ashrafuzzaman, he's been among the pick of the bowlers for Prime Bank.
Faisal Ahmed is the new batter in. Right-handed batter. Quite familiar how Ashrafuzzaman Shojib starts his run up. He's taken 2 wickets so far in this match. One of them coming in the very first ball of this over, and that's how he starts running. Seems familiar to you? Nicely will be off the mark, will be Faisal. Would you like to, mention the name? It looks like, to me he, I'll show it to you again, Shanu. When Ashrafuzzaman Shojib, goes to the top of his run up and starts running. Abu Muhammad Ashrafuzzaman. Sohail Rana is on strike. Plays it late. Was in the air for a bit. Straight to the fielder. Deep third will allow one more single. So one would assume that the run rate might be taking a toll as a result of the 7 wickets that have fallen. With 3 more overs to go after this, they would surely want to accelerate. Here it is again. Jasprit Bumrah.
A bit early on, but this time it's in the air, but finally straight to the fielder, and it's another wicket. So Ashraf, he has his 3rd, and the over looks very pretty for Prime Bank and Ashraful Zaman. Wicket 1 wicket. Mercantile's innings, it seems like it's coming to an end. 85 for 8. Faisal caught Ishti, bowled Ashraful Zaman. He's gone for just a single run.
It's the bounce. It's the bounce. His delivery was on the rise and he still, wanted to flick it away. Not much timing behind it, which just made the ball float in the air, gave it an ample amount of time for the fielder to just run through. Everything seemed as if it was happening in slow motion, Shah. So first you see, just with Bumrah like run up at least the top part of it. And then you see some slow-mo effects, like if it's Matrix, he wouldn't mind anything as long as he gets more wickets. He's got 2 down the leg. Good stuff from the keeper. At least he's managed to obstruct the ball and not allow any free runs. Prime Bank would look to just wrap things up. 2 batters stand out in this scorecard. Iqbal Parvez Khan and Habib Rahman, scoring 31 and 30 respectively.
Another dot ball bowled on the money, and that's a double wicket over by Ashraful Zaman. 86 for 8, Mercantile Bank. Just 3 overs left. Take a look at the bowling figures. And very interestingly, the best bowling figures, Ashraful Zaman, he's been the pick of the bowlers. And then his captain, Shikdar Abul Hashim, also taking 3 wickets. Been slightly more expensive, but it's the pacers that have done the damage in this innings so far. We've hardly seen much spin, just the 1 spinner. More pace. Romeo down the leg side. Will be a single, probably a leg by, yes, signaled by the umpire. They move on to 87, inching closer towards that 3-figure mark.
His looked good too. Asif Tanzil Romeo. Good action, simple, off stump. Bit of a mix-up. Oh, could not gather it in the first attempt. Big opportunity of a run out. Misunderstanding between the batters in the middle. Isti offers, well, some consolation for Romeo. At least till now, Prime Bank still on top.
Again, a good line and length maintained by Romeo. Perhaps he wanted to take the wicket off his own bowling and not via a run out. Improve his bowling figures a bit more. But all jokes aside, yeah, he was quite disappointed to have not been able to dislodge the stumps. 88 for 8 from 88 deliveries. Lots of 8s in the scorecard currently. And both the batters on just 1 run. It's looking good for Prime Bank.
Full. Exactly what you should be bowling to the tailenders. Full and within the stumps. It's straight was Sohail Rana, who didn't manage to connect at all.
Yeah, unlucky not to have hit the stumps. There was slight movement away as well. Inward movement for the right-handed batter. And the final ball brings about another single. Just 3 runs from the over. 18 done, 89 for 8, Mercantile Bank.
Two more overs to go. It is the Platinum Cup 2024 Bankers Trophy, brought to you by Leo Entertainment. The bowl final between Mercantile Bank and Prime Bank. Mercantile Bank batting first, 89 for 8, with 2 more overs to go. Just a gentle reminder that it is the 100-ball tournament, and each over has 5 deliveries in it. Shojib. Oh, appeal. Look plumb. Is plumb. Finger goes upwards. And the batsman walks. 9th wicket falls for Mercantile. Shojib comes back and takes a wicket. His second in this innings.
Yeah, he's bowled very well. Deserved it as well. And really not much you can blame the batter for when he's the number 10, playing across the line to a straighter delivery, and the umpire didn't hesitate to raise his finger. The last batter, Shujat, Mohammad Shujat, jersey number 97. He'll have to face the music. 4 more deliveries against Nagib potentially in this over. Ahmed Faisal, non-striker, giving him some advice on what to do, how to play the bowling. You have to say that Prime Bank would be very pleased with this bowling effort. They've... Oh, almost another wicket in this delivery. Very close to the stumps. And they'll be very pleased having kept Mercantile Bank to under 100, it seems. Nagib with a very good bowling action. How did it miss leg stump? The replays showing once again it was very, very close. Very close to the outside edge on this occasion, but still no wicket. Shujat really struggling.
Nagib's bowling well. You know, wicket to wicket has brought him success. These are tail end batters. Want to attack the stumps. Open stance with at least 2 wickets visible to target. Inside the off stump. Play with soft hands and straight away. Call from the non-striker's end for a quick single. So another run added to the Mercantile Bank scorecard. 90 for 9. With 1 more wicket to go, 1 more wicket in hand for Mercantile. Question is, can they get to that milestone of 100 as a team in this final? Just that psychologically giving something to the bowlers. Inside the off. Stand and hit and a miss. Ends a very good over by Nagib Mahfouz Shojib. A wicket and just a single in this over. Very well bowled. Ends the 19th. MB are 90 for 9.
And you look at the the players for Prime Bank. Nagib's bowling figures 2 for 8, a score certain Barcelona fans won't enjoy. That was the scoreline against Bayern Munich not too long ago. Bayern getting 8. Pace to end things, and it'll be a quick single from the first delivery. Faisal and Shujat, can they finish the innings off with a flurry? Ashraful Zaman, he's taken 3 wickets in his final over, and in the final over of the first innings, can he bring up a 4-wicket haul? Making room. All the bowler needed to do was bowl stump to stump. Keeping it simple would have worked.
Yeah, he does generate some extra bounce. And did it again. The Shojib, AB Shojib. Batsman was nowhere near the delivery. He needs to bowl full, as you said it. Full toss, followed the batter. Bit unorthodox from the batter. But allowed the single. Shojib doesn't want any overthrows.
Yeah, looking for that Yorker, ended up bowling a full toss. And when we talk about pick of the bowlers, we have to mention his name. He's taken 3 wickets with just 16 runs. This is his final over. And the other pacers, even though they haven't taken as many wickets as Ashraf, would still say that they've also done a job. Again, now this time the connection is there. What a shot by the tail ender. Shujat gets a 6. Could be very important runs here at the end of the innings.
Wow! Muhammad Shujat. The ball's out of here. And the highlight for me in this shot is how he went down the wicket. Example of dancing down the wicket. Giving himself some room. An eye on the ball till late. Launched it off the runway for a maximum. And the scorecard moves on to 98. Now just 2 runs away from that milestone figure of 100 for Mercantile Bank. So they say it's a game of momentum. With just one more delivery to go, Shanur. 100, maybe just getting a boundary of the last delivery. Something to cheer about in the dressing room?
Very much so, and even some encouragement from the dugout. Again, making room. Slaps it and slaps it hard, but will just be a single. But no, they're looking for the second. Won't get it. So the innings comes to an end of the final ball. Mercantile Bank getting 99 all out in the first innings. So Prime Bank, they know exactly what they have to chase, just under a run a ball. Can they make quick work of things in the run chase? Remains to be seen. So as I was saying, Prime Bank need exactly 100 runs from 100 deliveries in the run chase.
99 all out at the very last delivery, the 100 ball. But the scorecard, I think Iqbal Parvez Khan and Habib Rahman, they outshine the others. In fact, the only 2 batters in double figures, both in 30s. They look good when they were in the middle. Good partnership between them. The rest of them gone out in single figures. But the bowling card, well, you said it, Shanur. Shikdar Abdul Hashim, Konkon and Ashraful Zaman, they stand out.
Yeah, but you have to mention the fast bowling of Romeo and Shojib as well. They did a job early on, and it's been the fast bowlers that have really done most of the damage. So we'll take a short break once again. The innings summary first innings summary, 99 all out. Prime Bank will need 100 runs from 100 deliveries. That's the final wicket. Shujat looking for 2 as it's the final ball of the innings. But it's good fielding at the deep. And eventually, Faisal being the last man to be dismissed. So we'll take a short break and we'll be back.
Yeah, this is confirmation of the 10th wicket. Was nowhere near Faisal, but Ashafuzaman just did the needful of collecting the ball and taking the bails off. So this is how it looks like for the bowl final of the Platinum Cup 2024 Bankers Trophy, brought to you by Leo Entertainment. Mercantile Bank being invited to bat first, have scored 99 all out in the 100 balls. Prime Bank need a runner ball as shown on the screen to win the bowl final. Take a short break and come back when the play resumes. good morning, and welcome back to the University of Liberal Arts Bangladesh Cricket Ground. We're here for the bowl final of the Platinum Cup 2024 Bankers Trophy, and the contest is between Mercantile Bank and Prime Bank. The red and black jersey on the screen are worn by Mercantile Bank, and the two batters in the middle in blue are from Prime Bank, who need 100 runs in 100 balls to win the bowl final and the bowl trophy. Can Mercantile defend this? Prime Bank have done a good job with the ball in hand, especially after winning the toss and deciding to have a bowl first, led by Shikdar Abul Hashim Konkon. Picked up 3 wickets along with Mohammad Ashrafuzzaman AB Shojib, who also joined his captain with 3 wickets. But it was nevertheless good job done by the bowlers, such as Romeo and Shojib. Nagib Shojib chipping in with a few. Umpire just puts his hand out, indicating that we're not still ready. A slip in place just beside the keeper. Siam will begin the proceedings with the ball in hand. Abul Hashim Konkon, the captain, on strike, is accompanied by Imtiaz at the non-strikers. Then here's Siam to Konkon, right outside the off stump. Went to the pitch of the ball, watchfully played, hit the toe end of the bat. Would have given a bit more confidence to the batter if it hit the middle part. But just the first ball. I'm glad to be joined by Shanu Rabbani.
Yeah, very good morning, and welcome back once again to the viewers watching us, and thank you, Shomon Noy. Absolute pleasure to be commentating in this match of the Platinum Cup. Siam Mahmood, the first delivery that we saw, it kept low. We've seen Prime Bank get the advantage of conditions, having won the toss. Can Mercantile do the same? Because there's still a lot of spice in the pitch for the faster bowlers, it seems.
Just like to add to that, I think, with the sun beating down, I think it has gotten a bit better for the batters. It will get a bit better for the batters as the day goes on. Angled in, played with soft hands and good calling, quick calling and quick running. First runs on the board for Prime Bank, courtesy of the captain.
He's really led from the front so far, with the bowling chipped in with very vital wickets in the middle of the innings. And run rate, it's not going to be a bother for them if they can get a few boundaries, especially in the power plays. But it's good bowling by Siam Mahmood. Once again, some movement in the air.
He's running in quite hard is Siam Mahmood. Has got quite the pace. Good run up, good action. Looks express. Point with the shoelace. Habib Rahman played well with the bat. Just gives the ball back to the bowler. Yeah, and off he goes. In the air. Habib Rahman, is he in contention? Made it a tough one in the end. Dived, but away from him. Applauded by Siam, the bowler, for his effort. Don't think he ran fast enough or followed fast enough, but never easy.
I would say that was a valiant effort. He ran and then had to try and adjust himself in the end. Nonetheless, runs off the bat and more runs in the first over. So after the first over, it's 3 without loss for Prime Bank. So Siam Mahmood to continue from the same end. The rules in the Platinum Cup are flexible for the bowlers. You can bowl 2 overs consecutively, which we hadn't seen in the first innings by Prime Bank when they were bowling, but Mercantile, they've immediately taken the option. They want to build pressure early on, and I think it's a good move because Siam bowled very well in the first over, and if they can get a breakthrough from one of his overs, it'll put them right back in this match.
Two dots on the trot of the bowling of Siam Mahmood. Well, he is leading his side on the field, so proactively deciding and taking the responsibility to bowl 2 overs. But what has been notable from the 2 openers from Prime Bank is that they're going to the pitch of the ball. Bowling from the same end is Siam. Full, nicely flicked, wristy shot. And in the gap, importantly, which will allow them to come back for 2.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you look at that shot by the wicketkeeper batter Imtiaz Haidar, controlling it all along the ground. I think it's a good option to take early on against the pace. Whatever movement there is, you can deal with it. Play it along the ground as much as possible, and then you can go for the big shots. You don't really need to play big shots when the target is just around and about a run a ball. That's over the top of the bowler's head. Go too far. Habib seems to have done himself a bit of mischief there, trying to field one of those more barren patches in the ground. Here getting some help from his teammate. Hopefully he's fine. That's another run added to this total. 1 ball left in this over. Prime Bank 6 without loss.
See, I understand the attacking mindset of going for consecutive overs, bowling back to back, given the flexibility of the regulations in this tournament. Oh, beautiful carry, just past the outside edge and a hint of swing, late swing from Siam. Tells you why he's chosen to bowl again.
Yeah, and he's also got the slip in. I think it's a smart captaincy. And it's a captain-to-captain battle. Both the captains against one another. So that's 2 overs done. And it's a decent start, you have to say, for Mercantile Bank.
Overs. It's 6 for no loss after 2 overs for Prime Bank. 94 needed of 90. Shujat was the last one to come into bat. Will now be bowling. Shujat Bishash. Now, he'll need support from the other end. You mentioned bowling in tandem, bowling in partnerships. I understand that they don't have a very big total on the board. But Siam, you also don't want to burn out. These are not professional cricketers playing at the professional level. So, we need to be realistic with the expectations also. Beg your pardon, Mohammad Shujat. Angled in. Was thinking of the run, the non-striker Imtiaz Haider sent back by Konkon and had to hurry.
Even though Prime Bank haven't lost wickets, it's Mercantile Bank that will feel pretty happy with the start, because it's just the 6 runs scored from 11 deliveries. And every dot ball, the pressure starts to build. If you can increase the run rate, required run rate. And there you see such shots happening. Another dot ball, very close to the outside edge. And as I was saying, if the required run rate goes over 8, they might be in a bit of bother. So far, nothing to worry about. Both the opening batters might just think that let's get set and then let's play our shots.
Waited for it, played off the back foot. Well, at least till now, the Prime Bank batters, they look composed, which, instills some confidence of the teammates, or, indicates that they believe in their ability. They have if they get their eye in, they have the confidence perhaps to get the runs on the board. Shujat, 3 dots so far. Angled in, hit straight, nicely timed, just over the fielder's head. Few bounces to the ropes for 4.
Brilliant looking shot, probably the shot of the match so far. And Shujat into the attack. The first 3 balls are good. The 4th one, it goes for a boundary, but nonetheless, when you put it in the grand scheme of things, overall it's been a decent over, just a runner ball. Can he finish off strong? Yes, he can. Again, close to the outside edge, and he's really teasing with that outside off stump line and length, getting extra purchase from the surface. The ball is really zipping through for Mohammad Shujat. 3 overs gone, 10 without loss, Prime Bank.
Third bowler will be introduced, but Prime Bank openers both have opened their accounts. Shikdar Abul Hashim, the captain, has scored a boundary. Imtiaz Haider, giving in company, is on 2. Nozul Islam Shujon. Time for some spin early on. Left arm spinner. Full, flicked, single, taken.
Lots of noise being made by the in fact by the Mercantile Bank fielders. They're looking for that first wicket, looking to build pressure, and Iqbal, the wicketkeeper, he's telling his fielders how to go about things. Wants to inflict a run out, they want early wickets, but more importantly, it's just about taking those dot balls, accumulating them, increasing the pressure on the batters. Shikdar Abul Hashim on 8 from 12, Imtiaz Haider on 3 from 4. Oh, again, you can see completely beaten by the flight and slight turn, but it's more to do with the bounce.
Yeah, but some purchase extracted by Shujun. Goes for the reverse. Straight to the fielder. Rushed on to the fielder, so no chance of a run. Interesting. Konkon, Prime Bank captain, has in hand the same brand of bat as one of the Bangladesh former captains. Same stuff, same stickers. Just makes me wonder if it is one of his bats indeed. We'll wait for the view of that. Down the wicket, pulled it short. Smart bowling from Nozur Islam Shujon.
Yeah, it's been a very good over. Just a single, and Mercantile Bank, they're going about things very intelligently. Haven't taken the wicket, but they're piling on the pressure. And you look at the shots that Konkon has, the way he played the reverse sweep, the technique was inch perfect. He's got shots, he's a resourceful player, you can tell. And this time, it was so close to being a cotton bowl, but look at that. For a fielding effort at the long off region, fantastic effort there. Saved a boundary, keeps it to 2. Just the 3 runs off his over, 4 overs gone, 13 without loss, Prime Bank.
This indicates perhaps it was an opportunity. It was hit hard, hit direct. Shujon, it was just through his hands, through his palms. Probably just brushed the fingers on the way. Yeah. Not really through his palms, but perhaps it did brush the fingers. Hand on his head, but what an effort in the deep. Valiant effort. Definitely saving a couple of runs. Iqbal, his instructions are on. He did well with the bat. 13 for no loss, Prime Bank.
So we've seen the case of Siam Mahmood bowling 2 overs in a row, and now he's back into the attack. Very interesting, because we've got 2 more overs of power play left, and that'll be 3 overs bowled by Siam. He'll have only 1 over left, and they want to keep on increasing the pressure. The required rate, it was exactly 5, now it's 6.52. Current rate is 3.5. 87 needed from 80 deliveries. Now that's pulled away nicely. Finds the gap and should go all the way for a boundary, a welcome boundary off the bat of Imtiaz Haidar. Shamunai, you alluded to bowlers probably tiring down, but also I have to say that the conditions for playing cricket is ideal. It's not too hot, it's not too humid.
Well, let's get back to the shot first, Didn't look very comfortable, but what he managed to do was time it. The sweet part of the bat, the sound said it all. 4 runs. Hurried the batter again. Quick single taken. Good calling from Konkon. Throw back in. Hit Imtiaz. Now he seems to be limping a bit. See, I think this also goes on to show something, because as I said, expectations must be realistic. They're not professional cricketers who regularly play at the professional level. It's easier said than done for us, because we've got the privilege of having an umbrella and we're in the shade. But he knew straight away. Bit of guilt from Siam. Wide.
Yeah, he's going to have to tidy things up a bit. 5 runs, 6 runs in fact conceded from the first 2 legal deliveries. And I was just saying 87 required from 80, all of a sudden it's 81 required from 78. Driven nicely, but straight to the fielder. Another dot ball, much needed. The first dot ball in this over. against Siam Mahmood's bowling.
Well, the boundary has certainly helped, you know, particularly coming in the first delivery, very first delivery. Again, offside backfield, point, cover point. Cover. Inside the off stump. Clear call of no. Straight away from Konkon to Imtiaz. But again, there is a sense of calm in the Prime Bank camp.
It's not a massive total that they have to chase, so they know wickets in hand and the job should be done. But I expected them to really strike and hit a flurry of boundaries early on. That's been their modus operandi in this tournament so far. 3 dots to finish the over. 5 overs gone. 19 for 1. 19 without loss, in fact. Prime Bank. More spin to continue, and Nuzrul Islam Shujan back into the attack. 81 needed from 75. They'll want to make that equation a bit tougher. I'm talking about Mercantile Bank. Prime Bank, on the other hand, will be decently pleased with this start. It's not a great one, but they haven't lost any wickets. And as long as they have batters, they should feel comfortable, but this will take some catching, and it's dropped. It was an uncomfortable situation for the fielder there, who had to run in from long on to almost a straightish mid-on position and still spilled the beans and dropped the catch. 2 runs meanwhile for Imtiaz Haidar. And it's all happening. You see pressure building and the batter tries something that's not really necessary.
Nuzrul Islam Shujan might be feeling a bit unlucky. In the air again! But did not carry all the way. Dropped in front of the fielder. Good bowling. Ball just holding a bit, causing trouble to Imtiaz Haidar in particular, but it was excellent effort in the deep. Wasn't an easy one, had to run in quite away. In the air again. Now what he's doing is, he's just, you know, playing with their feelings. He knows that the fielders are right at the boundary. So I'd say, rather than the previous 2 deliveries, this one had the least risk.
Yeah, I also feel for the bowler. He's had a catch dropped off his bowling in this over, and on all 3 occasions they felt like half chances, or there were shouts of catch it. Again, 4th time in a row, and this time 4th time lucky for Shujan, because he gets the wicket, and it's Imtiaz Haidar. Was living dangerously. In fact, it's the captain Konkon who is out. Both the opening batters, they were taking risks, and this time it doesn't pay off.
Finally, the luck shines for Shujan. Superb bowling. Easy catch at backward point. And one might say he's actually got a slightly more important wicket of the Prime Bank captain, who seemed to be in control. Just this shot, which wasn't, still thinking about it, is Sikdar Abul Hashim Konkon, goes for 10. Nozul Islam Shujon gets the wicket, Sohail Rana takes the catch. Khalid is the new batter in, getting some words of important advice from his captain of how to go about the business. 78 runs required in 71 deliveries. Now what this can do is, they've looked composed, they had confidence, they were taking their time, but a few quick wickets might just put them in trouble. You've mentioned the required rate already, Shanur. And if the rest of the bowlers also raise their hand and join the party, I think we're going to get a game in our hands.
Absolutely. This has the makings of being a very, very interesting and intriguing affair. Hifzur, the new batter, Hifzur Rahman Khalid. Imtiaz Haidar in the last over. In fact, even in this over, he took a few chances, survived. Unfortunately, his partner, the captain, he couldn't. And we're seeing a shift here, spin becoming very important in the second innings. Will be a wide, has to bowl it again. Tried to go for that flatter, faster delivery, ended up missing his lines on this occasion. Shujon.
Again, I just have a feeling that the batter was in two minds. Open stance. Soft hands, off the mark.
Five runs off the over. 5 overs gone, 25 for 1. So 24 for 1 Prime Bank, and what seemed like an easy run chase looks quite tricky at this moment. A target of 100. The pressure of the run rate perhaps starting to creep into the batters just a little bit. They're not finding stroke making as easy as they would have expected, as they would have wanted when they won the toss and decided to bowl first on helpful seam bowling conditions. And seam will continue. Shujat into the attack, and immediately you can see the bounce he's generating.
Comes back to the attack, Shujat, and straight away past the outside edge of Hifzur Rahman Khalid. (24 for 1). Well, tries to play it late, but dot ball again. With every dot ball, that required run rate creeps up.
Yeah, 76 runs still required, and it's getting into that area where it might become a bit too uncomfortable. Something around 8 would definitely work in the favor of Mercantile Bank. And another dot ball. If you look at the body language from the bowler as well as the fielders, they know that they've got a game in hand and they've got a very good chance. If they can get a few more wickets, increase the required run rate. A new batter at the crease.
Went for the drive. The big booming drive, but to no avail. Good shape from Sujat. Bit of hint of movement right before it carries on to the keeper's gloves. Dot ball again. 5 deliveries, 1 run for Hifzur. I think the partner's got to give him some confidence that don't worry about it. Don't take too much pressure on yourself. 4 dots on the trot for Shujat. Last delivery of the over. Angled in. Plays it straight. Gets the single to end the over. 7 overs done with. Prime Bank at 25 for 1. Seven overs, 25 for 1. Prime Bank still needs 75 to win. Sujat bowling overs on the trot. Consecutive over. Just a gentle reminder for you all, it is the Platinum Cup 2024 Bankers Trophy brought to you by Leo Entertainment. Some of the rules are flexible, to attract and make it entertaining and more easygoing for the banking professionals, where this is a 100-ball tournament. Each of the over consists of 5 deliveries. Power play is of 5 overs. Just rectifying and also reminding. And also, you get to bowl 2 overs on the trot. Same bowler. Oh, bit of bounce. Look at where the wicket keeper took it. Right around his chest.
You have to give credit to the captain Siam Mahmood of Mercantile Bank, utilizing that option of bowling 2 overs in a row. And once he sees a bowler in rhythm, bowling with good pace, line and length, he's looking to continue, and there's the appeal. So we can hear from the fielders, they're yelling Dekhena, means they can't see the ball. It's too fast for the batter, Hifzur Rahman perhaps. He's on 2 from 9 deliveries.
On your right bottom corner of your screen, I'll refer to that again. On the bottom right corner of your screen, right beneath Mohammad Shujat's name, you can see the last few deliveries, how it has transpired. Now there's a single in the middle with 4 dots on either side, which means 9 deliveries. Of the last 9 deliveries, Prime Bank has only managed to score a single. I think, well, the eyebrows would be raised. Bit of anxiety might be kicking in. Prefers to leave it or not. Referring to what I was saying. Perhaps anxiety isn't kicking in. 8 overs done. Prime Bank at 25 for 1.
Current run rate just above 3. 75 needed from 60. They need boundaries somewhere. And you have to wonder, given the way the bowlers have bowled, whether bringing Hifzur up the order was the way to go. Siam Mahmood, 3 overs, just 12 runs. But really, Mohammad Shujat has been the pick of the bowlers. Nozrul Islam Sujon. He's bowled very well. He's taken the wicket. Imtiaz Haider looked good early on in the innings. He's back on strike. And he's seen his partner, Hifzur, take up 11 deliveries for scoring just the 2 runs. Nozrul Islam Sujon back with his spin and has been very, very useful, very effective. Immediately, Imtiaz shuffles across. Won't be more than a single though. Wanted to turn it into a full toss. So 74 needed from 59. And again, we have to talk about the captaincy of Siam Mahmood. The way he's rotated his bowlers, the way he's made them bowl 2 overs in a row to build up this pressure. Now, lands safely. Loads of shouts of catch it. A direct hit and there would have been trouble. But that's 2 more runs added to the total. As Prime Bank moves on to 28 for 1 from 42 deliveries.
Going at 3.33 and over at the moment. Now Nozrul Islam Sujon has bowled well. Just wants his field to be precise. Field at point, backward point, field at mid wicket, short, deep cover point. Full. Was in 2 minds again. Just luring flight, you know. He's going to go through with a flashy shot. And in the end, decides to defend. Round the wicket. Big bat lift. Created some room for himself. Will only get a single though.
Yeah, Sujon has taken the wicket and probably been the pick of the bowlers, given he's gotten rid of the very important Kongkon, the opposition captain, Prime Bank. And they find themselves having to work hard to win this match. Required run rate creeping closer to that 8 mark. This time it's down the ground. It's a good looking shot. Just the 1 bounce before it goes over the boundary. A welcome 4 runs for Prime Bank.
Mr. HR, Habib Rahman, played well with the bat. Well, has some job to do with the ball in hand. They need wickets. Number 75, bowls left arm spin as well. In the air, but away from the fielder and runs away. Will get a boundary. Imtiaz Haider played it late, just turned it around. You don't always need might and power. Smart batting. Beg your pardon, it was actually from the bat of Hifzur Rahman. Well played.
His first boundary moves on to 9 from 15. Much needed for him and his confidence. Struggled against the pace, but looks at much ease against the spin. Habib, he did a job with the bat. Started off a bit expensively with the ball, but still the equation isn't easy for Prime Bank. They need 62 from 53. Oh, that looks close. The umpire is unmoved. Perhaps height.
Well, it looked to be a very close call. Apologizes to the umpire straight away, acknowledges, and puts up the fact that umpire's call is call. Round the wicket. Short. This time! Oh, still doesn't agree. Umpire still doesn't agree. He's pointing for the review. But I think it was pretty adjacent. You know, it gone through with the shot. There was not much further to go.
Again, perhaps thinking about height. This time it is short, and you can tell the ball has been delivered with plenty of anger. Almost a bouncer. The bowler slightly apologizing to the umpire. Anyways, after conceding 5 runs from his first 2 deliveries, that's all he concedes in this over. 10 overs gone, 38 for 1 Prime Bank.
$38 for 1. Halfway through the innings. After 10 overs, our Prime Bank required run rate just below 8. 2 batters were once new in the middle. Have got some runs under the belt now. 16 and 10 respectively between Imtiaz and Hifzur. Habib continues. Second consecutive over. This time just turned it away with ease. Even though there's a spinner bowling, as if he just smothered it and used his pace and found the gap for 4.
Yeah, again, he begins his new over by conceding a boundary. That's what happened in the last over as well. And he continues, and perhaps he needs to realize you can't bowl it that short. This time it's much better, but results in runs nonetheless. So identical start to both overs from Habib. He conceded a boundary and then a single in the last over. And that was against Hifzur. Hifzur really relished his bowling. It's Imtiaz who looked more shaky. Let's see what happens.
And nicely behind it. Again, there's a sense of confidence within the Prime Bank batters. They don't seem to be in a hurry. Full. Skied it. 2 fielders coming in. 1 in contention. Oh, what an effort. Did it just go through the hand? Through the hands. He did dive in with both hands. Was an opportunity nonetheless.
Great effort, but yeah, at one point you have to take one of these. As we can see, a flighted delivery, not really getting the middle part of the bat. This time it's a quick single. So not identical overs entirely, but nonetheless 2 singles to finish things off. 11 overs done, Prime Bank 45 for 1.
যাওয়ার পর তো আইনা লাভ নাই ব্যাটসম্যান সেট করে সে আমার আনতেছে ব্যাটসম্যান শেষ করে যদি মানে সেট হয় যদি আমার আনে লাভ নাই তো সে রনেকে দিতে কো সে আমার আনাবে 12-13 নাম্বার ওভারে যাওয়া বাইরে একটা কাউ নেই না
9 more overs to go. Prime Bank are 45 for 1. Imtiaz Haider on 17 of 16. Hifzur Rahman Khalid on 16 of 19. Seems as if the batters have got their eyes in. More spin will continue. Nozul Islam Shujon, left arm spinner. A bit of flight, bit of bounce, bit of spin. It had almost everything in that delivery.
He's taken the wicket, and among the bowlers, you could say he's been the pick of the bowlers. Now, this is lofted, and it goes all the way. Commentator's curse, perhaps. Just spoke about his bowling, and the next delivery, he gets tonked for 6.
You know, even something which I haven't said, but I was thinking, you know, judging by, you know, few deliveries which went up, they were catching opportunities, but the fielders were right on the edge of the boundary. I was thinking of asking you that, would you just ask your fielders to maybe step a few steps towards the pitch and not stay at the edge of the boundary, but then comes a shot like this and brings up the 50 for Prime Bank. Again, underneath it, two fielders converging. Dropped. Habib Rahman there is coming in from long on. And so was Faisal as well. I think a bit of lack in calling might have did the damage.
If my counting is correct, that is the 4th dropped catch in this innings so far. I would say dropped. All went to hand and went out of it without being caught. And all four were diving efforts, which eventually weren't caught. And 3 have been off this man's bowling, Shujon. Again, this time it's too full, will be another single. We spoke about Siam Mahmood's tactics and how well he's done so far. Hifzur Rahman, he's very comfortable against spin. Perhaps continuing with the Pacers when he's there was the way to go.
Agreed. And God bless your memory. In the air again, but hit comfortably off the back foot. Beats the fielder. Only give them a run. Land the over also. So 12 done. Prime Bank are 55 for 1.
A game-changing over, you'd say. 10 runs coming off it, and also that dropped catch. Hifzur has survived. Imtiaz has been dropped on a couple of occasions as well. Both going at around about a run a ball. And the required run rate, which was getting closer to 8, is now down to 6.5. You look at the batting score. Only the captain, Kon, he's been dismissed. 10 runs from 20 deliveries. Imtiaz and Hifzur forming a nice little partnership. Plenty of batting left. 55 from 60 deliveries. And Prime Bank have to be the happier of the two teams right now. Now, again lofted, but A good fielding effort at the deep. Keeps it just down to a single.
Yeah, so spin from both ends still. Again, you know, I second you on that thought that maybe some seam could have been offered from one end. Oh, played it late. Sharp delivery from Habib. He did have a few good shouts in one of his overs. He's bowling his third now. Backward point. The fielder's behind it. No run allowed.
Habib, there was the 2 overs he bowled in tandem, and now in for his 3rd over. This time it keeps low. Hifzur, he likes to go on the back foot. Play it over the top. This time misses out.
Again, spot on, Shanur. This time in the air was an opportunity yet again. Did he manage to get a finger on it, the fielder, at point? Habib might be feeling a bit unlucky. He's bowled well. He wants another over. He wants another over. He's like, give it to me. It's fine. So he'll be bowling on the trot. Habib Rahman scored in the 30s with the bat in hand. After 13 overs, Prime Bank are 57 for 1.
Quietly, it's been an excellent over by Habib, and he will continue. The required run rate once again jumps above 7.737 in fact, and another over like this will put more pressure on Prime Bank. Every time they've been put under pressure in this match so far, they've managed to wiggle their way out. Guided, and the shout from the wicketkeeper was to tell his fielder, don't let him get the single. Hifzur though manages to take that single. Imtiaz back on strike. 42 required from 34 deliveries.
Came down the wicket, pitched in short, but nicely guided it away through backward point for 4. Imtiaz Haider. Sweet timing.
Much needed boundary after just the 2 runs being conceded in that last over. 5 runs so far conceded here. Again, it's a lofted shot. There is a fielder there, and it's a simple catch. Finally, Mercantile Bank gets their wicket, and Habib is amongst the wickets, and it's the pressure he built on the batters from the last over.
Finally, he gets the wicket. Second batter to fall for Prime Bank, and both of them victim to spinners. Going around the wicket, moved across, swept it in the air, sort of a top edge. Right at the deep backward square leg, fielder secures it in his palms as the batter falls. So Prime Bank are 62 for 2. Imtiaz Haider scored 23, 3 boundaries in that innings before getting out to Habib.
Nagib Mahfouz back, and this time with the bat, bowled very well. took a few wickets, giving away just 8 runs in his 4 overs. 38 needed from 32. Habib's got 1 delivery left in his quota of 4 overs. He's bowled very well. And ends with a dot. In fact, he's got 1 more delivery left. Required run rate 7.37. Another dot. And a very good 2 overs by Habib brings Mercantile Bank right back into the thick of things. হাবিবের 4 ওভার হয়ে গেছে না? হ্যাঁ। 30 বলে 38। Prime Bank 62 for 2. Current required run rate over 7. 38 runs required from 30 deliveries. Sadi to bowl, to come into the attack after 2 very good overs bowled by spin at some medium pace. We've seen Hifzur struggle a bit against the pace. Let's see if this works in his favor or against him. Sadi's run-up gives us an indication that he's not express. Again, the required run rate is hovering around that 7.5 mark. Hifzur is the top scorer in this innings. Nagib, on the other hand, just new into the crease. The first ball. It goes for a single. 63 for 2 right now, Prime Bank.
Nagib Mahfouz. 2 deliveries, but yet to get off the mark. Sadi. They're way past the halfway mark, Prime Bank. But a few wickets to change things. Hit hard, hit hard. Well dealt with in the deep. Will get a single. Nagib Mahfouz off the mark. So some seam against Hifzur Rahman. Khalid. Field right for the right-handed batter. There is a deep square leg, short fine leg. It's a deep mid-wicket, backward point, cover point, cover. Pulls it and given. Is there it? You were saying it on and on. We both did. Why don't you offer some seam, some pace against this batter? And when he does, he gives his wicket away. Went for the pole, somehow edges it and caught behind. Another wicket falls. Sadi gets one. Hifzur Rahman, Khalid goes for 28. But NMS Sadi gets his wicket.
It was just a little short, the extra bounce hitting his glove and in the end turning into a simple catch for Iqbal. Prime Bank right now has to feel that they are in a spot of bother. Having lost 3 wickets, still needing 37 36 from 27 deliveries to be exact. Asif Tanzil Romeo, we saw him with the ball. So he's a left arm fast bowler, but he's a right-handed batter.
He is. On strike is the new batter. Bit of outswing movement. Nicely guided off the back foot, off the mark. With ease. 65 for 3, our Prime Bank. Need 35. Required run rate's 8.08. Still have enough confidence in their armory. Off the back foot. And quick single. Good running between the wickets. The calling has been quite clear between the Prime Bank batters. Ends the over. 75 deliveries. Prime Bank have made 66 for 3.
Shamunnoy, for the first time in the innings, the required run rate has crossed 8.16 to be exact. 34 runs needed from 25 deliveries. A few boundaries could change the complexion of this match. Mercantile Bank, they're hanging in there against Prime Bank. 34 needed from 25. So the last 5 overs. Played over the top. And it's been dropped at the deep. The deep point fielder should have taken it. Had to put in the dive. Couldn't balance himself. And in the end, that's one more run for Nagib. Gives the strike back to Romeo.
Yeah, just could have been a wicket. And would have just raised the worries for Prime Bank. 5th drop, courtesy of Shanu Rabbani. He's keeping tally of the drops. Sadi. Nicely played off the back foot. Bit of a yes and no. Bit of a confusion. Again, not up to the mark. The fielding's not up to the mark. And wicketkeeper is not happy. Rightly so. Is Iqbal Parvez Khan. Just and letting his companions know that he's not okay with it. Because this single could have been restricted. Big bat left. But didn't time it. Will get a single though. (31 of 22). Yet no signs of a rush. As if they want to take the game deep.
Or perhaps they're struggling to hit boundaries. They're trying, but it's not working. This time, it will be a single. Plenty of chatter on the field from the Mercantile Bank fielders. They don't want to give away singles even. And I think they can sense that they're slightly ahead in this match right now. Even though the scorecard says 70 for 3, 30 required from 21 deliveries, the reality is that boundaries are not easy to come by. And the Mercantile Bank bowlers have done exceptionally well to not give away easy deliveries for boundaries. Speaking of which, there's a top edge. This time the catch should be taken, and it is. Finally the breakthrough. And Prime Bank, near the end, they're stuttering, losing their 4th wicket.
The ball rising up, and here's a sign of desperation. There's no one close to hitting that shot, not in position. Top edging it. Fielder from backward point comes in and takes the catch. Nagib departs for 4. NMS Sadi gets another one. Siam Mahmood took the catch. Prime Bank lose their 4th on 70. So with 4 overs to go, Prime Bank, they need exactly 30 of 20 deliveries. Required run rates 9. This is the bowl final of the Platinum Cup 2024 Bankers Trophy, brought to you by Leo Entertainment.
ভাই আপনার এফোর্ট ছিল 100 তে 100 চাইরে পাইতেছেন এটা বড় ইম্পর্টেন্ট ক্যাচের আশা করে লাভ নেই ক্যাচের আশা করিও না
Match is going too close to the wire, too close for comfort from the perspective of Prime Bank. And you've mentioned a very valuable thing, Shanur, which is maybe they're not being able to connect the ball properly, not time it as well as they'd like to. At the same time, at least before this last catch was taken, there were quite a few instances where Mercantile were also struggling to take the catches. So, but now they're chirping, they're audible. Even from the deep, the fielders are cheering each other on. Siam Mahmood, captain, comes back with his final over and starts with the dot.
And with a slower ball as well. Look at that required run rate. It's creeping up 9.5 now. Required run rate at less than 4.5, 4.32. Short and wide should be called wide, and he can't believe it, but it was wide. The batter, Romeo, he chased it, but couldn't connect. 71 for 4, Prime Bank. And with 29 required from 19, takes just 2 shots, 2 sixes, a 4 and a 6 to bring it down to a runner ball. But that's not happening, that's not the case currently. Again, the ball keeping low, not enough bounce, and excellent use of conditions by Siam Mahmood, the captain. It's just down to 1 run. Mercantile Bank, they've been very street smart with the way they've gone about this total defense. They didn't put too many runs on the board. They needed to be smart. Right now though, the captain trying a bit too hard, giving away another extra. And in all honesty, Prime Bank won't mind. They will welcome extras at this point, as it makes the gap between the runs and balls a bit less, a bit lower. Siam Mahmood, captain, is led from the front. He's utilized his bowlers brilliantly. All he needs to do now is keep things simple and not give away extras.
Inside edge. But luckily for the batter, not onto the stumps. Ashrafuzzaman Shojib did his duty with the ball in hand, but his team requires his services with the bat. 27 of 17, very gettable, very gettable. But again, it's going down the wire, too close for comfort for Prime Bank. But Mercantile sniff an opportunity. Inside edge this time, onto the stumps. Castled is Ashrafuzzaman Shojib. Siam takes the wicket. 5th one falls for Prime Bank. Well done, Mercantile.
Yeah, this time it was straighter, fuller, and just that movement and the angle, in fact, did the batter in. He stood his ground, went for the big shot. In the end, Ashrafuzzaman goes without scoring, bowled by Siam Mahmood. And the captain really deserved a wicket based on how well he's led his team. 27 required from 16, and the match is slipping away from the grasp of Prime Bank. Riaz, the new batter, in, joined by Romeo. 73 for 5 Prime Bank from 84 deliveries. And the required run rate, it's over 10 now. The match started, or the innings I should say, started off with a run-a-ball scenario, meaning 100 from 100 deliveries. But the pressure applied by Mercantile Bank and their bowlers has been constant, has been consistent, and they've reaped the rewards.
Yeah, they've been patient, quite persistent with the ball in hand. Not the best of days in the field though, to be brutally honest, but still at it. Siam. High, high, they know it, the bowler knows it. Acknowledged straight away, no point putting extra pressure on the umpire, leg by signaled. Ends the over, a very good one from Siam Mahmood. Wicket taking over, here's the delivery. Angle, bounce, way above the knee roll, hitting the thigh pads. Of course, of course. Height and also perhaps going down the leg. I think it all boils down to nerves and guts. Who takes the risk, pulls it off, shows the nerves, keeps the calm, and gets the job done. It's the Platinum Cup 2024 Bankers Trophy Bowl Final. Prime Bank versus Mercantile Bank. Just a quick recap for you guys. Prime Bank won the toss, decided to have a field. Mercantile went in. We're all out. The very last delivery of this 100-ball format, scoring 99, leaving a target of 100 for Prime Bank to come and chase. Now, 74 for 5. Oh, was too close to edge. Asif Tanzil, Romeo. In fact, it was Riaz on strike, Romeo's on the other end. He's going for the big heave, but no connection with bat and ball.
Currently, you have to call Mercantile Bank the favorites to win it from here. Speaking of which, it's been a lofted shot, but straight to the fielder. One bounce before Siam fields, and it won't be anything more than a single. 25 required from 13 deliveries for Prime Bank.
25 of 13, and I think it's credit must be given to that partnership between Habib Rahman and Iqbal Parvez Khan, which I think is proving to be crucial for Mercantile. Down the wicket, was looking to hit it on the onside, went to the off, straight to the fielder, will allow one. Now Mercantile wouldn't mind the singles now.
Absolutely, and I think they haven't been minding the singles for the most part of the innings, because there have been plenty of dots in between. This time again, should not be more than a single. 3 runs in a row in this over, 1 ball remaining.
Well, if Prime Bank doesn't make it, I think we'll be going back to look at those dot balls, where they looked comfortable. But we're not taking the risk. Stoppage, opportunity. Cotton bowled. Sadi gets his third. It's the bounce that hurried the batter. Rose up on Asif Tanzil Romeo. And you can hear the Mercantile voices now.
Absolutely. They know that victory is within reach. And when you think about who could be the player of the match, this man, Sadi, he's putting his hand up right now with this bowling performance. Body language from Prime Bank players quite deflated. Ishti, the new batter coming in.
স্কোর 18 শেষটা ভাই 18 শেষটা স্কোর ওভার চেঞ্জ হবে তো হ্যাঁ ওভার চেঞ্জ হবে এই 18 শেষ না ওভার হ্যাঁ ওভার চেঞ্জ হবে তো তোমার 18 শেষ হবে স্কোর
So Sadi, he's done some massive damage in the middle overs. Required run rate now 13.8. 23 needed from 10 deliveries. Doesn't look impossible on paper yet, but they need to find two big boundaries, 2 sixes, somewhere down the line. Prime Bank, do they have it? Will Riaz, will Ishti, will one of them take a risk? They do, but does it pay off? No, it does not. And it's another catch. So back-to-back wickets in back-to-back deliveries. Shujat gets in amongst the wickets now. It's all falling apart from Prime Bank. 77 for 7.
Riaz gone for 2. $77 for 7 Prime Bank of 91 deliveries, and here's the wicket again. Angled in, short delivery from Sujat, rose up on the batter. Went for the strupple shot, the straight pull. Went up high. Good patience, composure shown by Shujon. And takes it well. Game tilting heavily towards Mercantile. He's looking to hit it towards the onside yet again. I don't think he... I don't think he made any connection to it when it comes to bat and ball. They still run, rotate ends, puts Ishti back on strike.
Just 9 deliveries left now, 23 needed. Still you feel it's anyone's game. But they're going to need boundaries and they're running out of wickets. And Shomonnoy, you think about the last over in the first innings, with their number 11 scored a few runs, got a 6 in that over. I think those runs right now are proving very vital.
Absolutely. I think that they had an opportunity to wrap things up. And if they don't make it, with all due respect, I think they've only got themselves to blame. I think bits and pieces, they seem to be the side on top for most of the game. But there were just phases, small phases, where I think they seemed casual. Back then it seemed confident to me. But if you don't win it, you just need to add another word to it. Now this was well timed. Does he get a boundary? No, this is well stopped in the boundary. Good fielding. Throw back in. Good running between the wickets. In for two. Appeal. And it's been given. Wow, it seemed close. Seemed touch and go. But given. So this is the 8th wicket. Good fielding in the deep. Good throw. Inside, right in time. And Bale's taken off.
Yeah, fantastic bit of work at the deep, you have to say. In the end, the throw was good. The wicketkeeper removed the bails on time. At least, according to the leg umpire, a replay will show us a clearer view of things. So the first run taken quickly. And that looks quite close, but perhaps the leg umpire felt that the batter was short of his ground. Very, very interesting decision there. In the end, it's the umpire's call, and the umpire's call is final. So 79 for 8 now, Prime Bank. They need 21 from 7 deliveries. Shujat has 2 wickets in this over, one of his own bowling and one due to a run out. Vishwajit Shah on strike. Can Shujat finish things off here? Again, a quick single taken. The fielder at point deciding against throwing. They're okay with singles. Just the 6 balls remain in this innings. That means an over and 1 delivery left.
And 20 required. Well, mathematically possible. It's not over till it's over. All those cliched statements, jargons come in. But someone's got to do the job. Someone's going to play the blinder. Be the miracle for Prime Bank. Because Mercantile are on top. Short, top edge, above the keeper's head. Races away for 4. Well, 16 required of 5. So they need 4 more of these. Doesn't matter how they come as long as they do.
We could be in for a cracking final over. Let's see what Captain Siam Mahmood decides. Who bowls the final over from Mercantile Bank? Lots up for grabs. You win this match. You win one of the 3 finals. Plenty of pride at stake as well. You want to display that your bank is among the best as far as this tournament is concerned. The Platinum Cup 2024. It's being played here at the University of Liberal Arts Stadium. Shujat to finish things off. In fact, it's Sadi who's taken 3 wickets. Has 1 more over left in the bag. Player of the Match award, as far as that is concerned, could be going to him if he manages to clean up the tail. It's a lofted shot. And it's a boundary. So, 12 needed from 4 deliveries.
It's not over till it's over. They need 12 of 4. 2 sixes would do it, and 3 more of these. Stay put in the crease and nicely hit through covers. Sadi under pressure. Izzy hit again. Rising up on him. They're looking for 2. Our Prime Bank decide against it. Perhaps rightly so. Well, I think they should have taken the risk and tried for the second run. Just got 3 more deliveries left. So it's either 2 sixes, 3 fours, 1 6, 1 4, 1 single. Yeah? Or deal in 2s?
1 6 1 4 1 single. Well, there's a dot ball. They cannot win this match from here. They can, however, tie it.
Unless there's no ball. Or wides. Extras. Sadi. 3 for 16. Can he take one more? In the air. Falls safe. Now they'll be looking for the second. Come back for the second. I think he's gone. Is he? Or didn't the bowler collect it properly and take the stumps off? Okay, the umpire decides the batter's safe. But it's Mercantile all the way. It's safe to say now, as Prime Bank, they need 9 of just 1 delivery. So all NMS Sadi has to do now is, he's got the tough job done. Just get 1 delivery, maintaining all the regulations of cricket. Make sure, don't bowl. He doesn't bowl a no or a short ball. Yeah, it was a short delivery, played off the back foot, came back for the second, but maybe a little too late.
Yeah. And the final delivery, it's a wicket. Clean bowled, and Mercantile Bank emerge victorious. Prime Bank have been stunned here. And it's jubilation for the men in red and black as we see the final wicket. Clean bowled. The off stump goes cartwheeling. And in the end, Mercantile Bank emerging victorious. They didn't have much to defend, scoring just 99 in the first innings. And having to defend it, they've done a superb job. The tactics of Captain Siam Mahmood has to be applauded. The way he's bowled, the way he's batted. When you look at that scorecard, not much to write about. The top 3 getting runs, getting starts, but not converting. And then there were regular wickets falling. And the telling factor here is the strike rate. The top 3 batting at 50, 115 and 93 strike rate. I think that's where the damage was done. In the end, you really can't blame the tailenders. They ended up scoring at over a run a ball. Mercantile Bank winning by 8 runs. And you look at the bowling figures, NMS Sadi, his one sticks out among very good bowling statistics from everyone else as well. Siam, Shujat, Shujon and Habib all getting wickets. And you look at the fall of wickets. Early on, there was a partnership for the second wicket. But from there, it's been wicket after wicket, especially from 4 to 7. Losing those 4 wickets within 7 runs from 70 to 77. That was a turning point in this match, which allowed Mercantile Bank to eke out an 8-run win. will be joined shortly for the presentation, but
Yeah, here's the match summary. Bowl final of the Platinum Cup 2024 between Mercantile Bank and Prime Bank, brought to you by Leo Entertainment. Prime Bank won the toss, decided to field first. Mercantile Bank were invited to bat first. Iqbal Parvez Khan, 31 of 24. Habib, 30 of 28 are the mentionable batters. Ashraf Zaman with 3 for 23. And Sikdar Abul Hashim, the Prime Bank captain, getting a 3 for also. Managed to restrict Mercantile Bank for 99 for 10. They're bowled out at the very last delivery. And then in response, well, they have restricted Prime Bank and won the match by 8 runs. Mercantile Bank emerged victorious. They bowled superbly well. Sadi, in particular, leading the way with the ball in hand with 4 wickets. NMS Sadi. We can see his batting where he didn't do much, but with the ball in hand, he got 4 wickets for just 11 runs. Amazing bowling. And, you create your opportunities, or whenever there is one, you go and grab them with both hands. That's what NMS Sadi did. Seemed at one point that 120, 130 would have been a good score. 99 seemed below par. But when you bowl well, I think any score can be a good score. So at the end, the Platinum Cup 2024 bowl champions are Mercantile Bank, who've defeated Prime Bank in this final by 8 runs. We're going to take a short break and come back with the post-match presentation.
Welcome to the post-match presentation of what was a fantastic bowl match, and the champions in the end being Mercantile Bank, winning by 8 runs. And with us we have the Goodwill Ambassador and former Bangladesh cricketer, Mr. Yusuf Rahman Babu, who will hand out the Player of the Match award as well as the medals for the runners-up. First of all, the Player of the Match goes to Sadi for his bowling figures of 4 wickets and 11 runs. অসাধারণ বোলিং সাদি, a few words. ম্যাচের হাফওয়ে মার্কে যখন মাত্র 99 রান টার্গেট ডিফেন্ড করতে হয় তখন আসলে কি যাচ্ছিল মাথার মধ্যে?
আসলে আমাদের প্রথম প্ল্যান ছিল হলো গিয়ে ডট বল করা, যাতে যত ডট বল করব তত প্রেসার বাড়বে, ব্যাটসম্যানদের রান করার ক্যাপাবল তৈরি হবে। তো আমরা ডট বলে গেছি সর্বপ্রথম।
আপনাদের ক্যাপ্টেনকে নিয়ে যদি বলেন, কারণ তার ক্যাপ্টেন্সি আমার মনে হচ্ছে অসাধারণ ছিল, যেভাবে বোলারদের তিনি ব্যবহার করেছেন, এক একজনকে দিয়ে 2টো ওভার করে টানা করিয়ে।
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, ক্যাপ্টেন অনেক সাপোর্ট করছে আমাদেরকে আর বলারদেরকে অ্যাপ্রিশিয়েট করছে সময়। আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, খুবই ভালো।
বেস্ট অফ লাক।
থ্যাংক ইউ।
Now it is time to call upon the Prime Bank team to receive their medals and also have a word with the captain afterwards. So one by one, the Prime Bank players will come forward and take their medals. It's been a good tournament for them overall. The Plate Cup runners up. One by one, all the players will receive their medals from Yusuf Rahman Babu, who's a former Bangladesh cricketer, gracing us with his presence and making the Platinum Cup 2024 Bankers Cricket a much more enriching experience for the ones involved. One by one, everyone will receive their medal. Those involved in managing the team as well. And finally, we'd like to have a word with the captain. Of Prime Bank Concon to come forward. And the champion, Sadi, and his teammates will be present once again tomorrow for pictures and a celebration. And the trophy ceremony, which will take place after tomorrow's final. That's it from the presentation. Let's have a word with the Prime Bank captain, Concon. Yes, He receives a trophy as well. The runners-up trophy for the bowl championship. কনকন টাফ লাক আজকের ম্যাচটাতে। প্রথমে টসে জয়লাভ করে যখন বোলিং এর সিদ্ধান্ত এবং 99 রানে তাদেরকে আটকাতে পারলেন, তখন কি মনে হচ্ছিল?
আমাদের আসলে যে টার্গেটটা ছিল, আমরা খুব ভালো ফিল্ডিং করেছি, বোলিং করেছি, আমাদের সব ঠিক ছিল। আসলে দিন শেষে তো আসলে আমরা ভালো ব্যাটিং করি নাই, বাজে পুয়ার ব্যাটিং করেছি। তো ভেরি সিম্পল স্কোর ছিল আমাদের চেস করার জন্য। আনফর্চুনেটলি আমরা খারাপ ব্যাটিং করেছি, দ্যাটস ওয়াই ম্যাচ লস্ট হয়েছে।
স্ট্রং একটা টিম সামনের আসরে আবারও নিশ্চয়ই দেখা হচ্ছে, এবং আপনি নিজেও প্রাইম ব্যাংকের সাথে ইনভলভড আছেন অ্যাজ আ ম্যানেজার, সো ডেফিনেটলি সিইং ইউ নেক্সট ইয়ার অ্যাজ ওয়েল।
ইনশাল্লাহ, অবশ্যই অবশ্যই। টুর্নামেন্টটা খুব ভালো করেছে, খুব ভালো লেগেছে টুর্নামেন্টটা। হ্যাঁ, সবাই ভালোভাবে পার্টিসিপেট করেছে এবং ইন দ্য টিম টাইম খুবই ভালোভাবে শেষ হয়েছে। আমরা খুবই হ্যাপি। ইনশাল্লাহ আমরা আসবো আবার, ইনশাল্লাহ।
All right, all the best for the future. Thank you. So that ends everything from the presentation here. Amader, we've got one more match as well to come your way, so don't go anywhere as the runners-up will celebrate.
গাওয়া আসতে টিস্যু করে রাখছেন। শেষ, হ্যাঁ? এই আমারটা কাট, আমারটা কাট, আমি কাট, আমি কাট, আমি কাট, আমি কাটা ইয়ে করবো না আমি